Hello YouTube! I hope you're doing good and riding safe. So today happens to be a very special day because this is my first video log on the latest possession, the new Bajaj Domina. Yes, in the previous video I had mentioned that I might give it a pass as compared to my previous Royal Enfield, but the package altogether seemed to be very interesting and at an unbeatable price, I should say. So it's like 470 kilometers that I've done on this bike yet. Only in city. I haven't been on the highways. Been busy with my professional responsibilities, and the experience so far has been really amazing. The ride quality is superb. The bike is super smooth as compared to a Royal Enfield. The pickup is amazing. The pickup is nice. The fuel efficiency is not that good. I mean, it's returning about 28 kilometers. Sorry, 28 kilometers to a liter. So acceptable because I haven't got the first service done. This is a service reminder that is coming in on this bike here. So today's video is all about some questions and concerns that I saw on YouTube that people have about the Bajaj Domina, and I would, since it's been almost 500 kilometers by the time we complete this video log, I'll try to answer all the questions as efficiently as possible with my personal experience with this bike and with my personal experience with the other bikes. So first thing first, that I find many people talking about is the exhaust note, the sound that the bike makes. So I don't understand the mentality of the people, what they expect out of a single cylinder bike, irrespective of the cc. Guys, please understand, this is a single cylinder bike, and a single cylinder bike cannot give you a sound of a four cylinder or maybe an inline three or something, or maybe a parallel twin or different other engine constructions. So this is guys who've been rejecting, people who've been rejecting Dominar on the basis of the exhaust note. Either you shell out more money, buy a four cylinder bike, or you stop complaining about the sound of the bike. The second thing that I find people talking about, and that has been doing rounds on YouTube, is the vibrations. Some people find the bike to be too vibey. They complain about vibrations creeping in from each and every angle. I being from a Royal Enfield background, I can vouch for the smoothness and the ride quality of this bike. It is super smooth. Single cylinder 373cc, there are some vibrations that are bound to come. And guys, again, please understand, this is not a bike that is priced at 4 lakh rupees. This is a bike priced at 1,69,000 on road Delhi. So the cost factor also limits the refinement and the quality of a product, because that's the first thing that people ask. And had they been pricing the bike at around 3 lakh rupees, I'm very sure 99% of people would not buy a bike from Bajaj at a price point of 3 lakhs. So again, let's stop generalizing an opinion about the bike, considering such small things which can be sorted in the service center. And again, few people have complained about this center console vibrating. So this could be a problem particular to one or two bikes, or maybe one or two lot that were made in the factory. But certainly, see, you can actually take a look. I don't have any problem. The center console for me is not vibrating. So it might be particular to one or two bikes, or maybe the lot. You can go to the service center and get the bike checked, and I'm sure they would give you a solution that you would be satisfied with. Otherwise, if you're not satisfied, just write a mail to the customer service department at Bajaj, and they would take it forward for you. So there are other ways. We could sit back and complain every night, every day, but if you want to find out solutions, you have to venture out. Or if you are a DIY person, you can just remove the center console and see what's inside. Maybe do some damping with double-sided tape or something, and that can be done. So again, I would request all not to generalize an opinion of Dominar being a bad bike and having issues, but let's find solution to it and serve better. The third thing that I find people doing is comparing this baby up with bikes of different segments. So people have been comparing this with the Himalayan and Duke 390 and the Duke 200. Again, these are bikes of different cadre. They serve a different purpose altogether. If you are a rider that you want to go to the track and then you want to hit the streets at high speed or something, maybe legal street racing or something, go for the Duke, man. Who's stopping you? And if you want to go hit the mountains, take off-road trails, explore places less explored, buy the Himalayan. And Bajaj is marketing this bike as a power cruiser. So if you want to sustain high speeds at decently high speeds at on the highways, buy the Dominar. Yes. See, Mojo stands as a very good competitor to this bike, but again, that would be a correct comparison. These two are the bikes of different, similar. I won't say specification, but similar category, and at almost similar price range. This is about 169. That's about 2 lakhs. Yeah, that's about 2 lakhs. So that would be the correct comparo, but certainly not Himalayan, certainly not Duke, certainly not any other Royal Enfield like a Classic or something. So it's all about the connection with the bike. If you feel the connection with the Dominar, buy the Dominar. If you feel the connection with Duke, you buy the Duke. If you feel the connection with the Himalayan, you buy the Himalayan. There's no point comparing anything with everything. So point sorted. So that's it for now, guys. I hope I was able to answer all the questions and the concerns that you guys might have. If I've missed upon something, please do leave a comment in the comment section, and I shall make another video considering all the points, covering all the points, and then post it on YouTube for you. So that's it for now. Take care, ride safe, and do like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment for me to improve upon. I'll see you the next time then. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.